Welcome to another edition of the Z Vlogs. I don't know, I'm still working on a name. Anyways, today I'm thinking I should probably do an IKEA build. I don't know if you've ever heard, but they're a little difficult sometimes. Seem easy, but sometimes they come out really hard. So today I got, I'm gonna have to, stand-up desk. So you can go sit down and you can stand up and work on your computer at the same time. Anyways, let's get to it. I got the big box over there, which is the flat piece, and then this heavy box. This is all the motor to go up and down and to support that piece of wood right there. So we have all the instructions here. Sometimes we read them, sometimes we don't. We should always read them because like I've messed up in the past where I think I know what I'm doing, and then I get to a place and I'm like, shoot, I gotta go all the way back and rebuild it. Do it the right way. So read the instructions first. But first, let me take out all the stuff. All right, so as you can see, I laid out all the pieces. We're gonna match it up to what the manual says, to what was in the box. So we know we have everything, as you can see. This one doesn't have that many pieces, so hopefully pretty straightforward build. But like I said, it's IKEA, so let's find out. All right, so I have everything laid out, and to open the tabletop, it's telling me not to use a knife because I'm guessing it's pretty thin from where the tape is to where the actual table is. So I just cut the edge right here, and I'm just gonna, just like that. So I have the clean side, I guess. I want to flip it the other way because I'm guessing that's where the holes are. Yep, we got holes. Alright, so now I got this side with all the holes facing up. Now I'm gonna put some of the brackets on there and kind of measure it. I already read the instructions and I kind of have an idea. About 17 steps, so let's see how long it takes. So I almost forgot a screwdriver, which is going to be needed most of the time for IKEA build. So, and then the little box provided, they provide a little wrench and Allen wrench. Should have everything we need now. All right, so in the first step, we have this, kind of line up that tab on that hole right there. Bam. And then you see that hole, now it lines up. You go to the screw in the front. And then on the back, we put our nut. Now we're gonna grab our wrench. On the back side, I'm gonna hold it. What I'm doing is just to hold that in place so I can turn the other side. So on the other side, first I like to go in the long. It's easier to turn. But then once you can't turn anymore, you wanna flip it to the long side because where you're gonna be able to give it more torque. Give it more of a turn easier. Maybe we've already learned that in science class. Anyways, physics, whatever. Probably give it one more. One good one. Jesus. All right. I don't think that's going anywhere. This is pretty solid. And we're gonna repeat the same thing for the other one. Okay, so now I'm gonna go over to the tabletop and we're gonna put on some other brackets that go on top. And I got all of these screws they're gonna be using. These are called Phillips. We'll use a Phillips screwdriver, screw them in. So let's head over. So now we're going to step 2. We're going to put on these brackets on the table. All right, so now we're going to get these brackets and we're going to put some on these holes right here. We're going to have the flat part going closest to the edge of the table. So line that, and close enough. Now, when you're ever screwing anything in, you don't want to go in all the way because first you want to screw in, well, at least start everything first. You don't go in all the way. So, as you can see, I didn't go in all the way. Just enough to get them mostly all the way down. But if you look at it, there's quite a bit of movement, which I don't like. So tighten them a little bit more, but not all the way. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing on that one, and I'm gonna wait to put in the bracket in the middle. And so first, yeah, leave this loose, and then once I tighten out that one, I'll put in the brackets in between, here and here. And then once I get them lined up and secure in between, then I can tighten everything else down. So let's start doing that. All right, now we have that. Now we have to figure out how this one goes. So I was looking at the instructions. The flat part is gonna go up against that. And then we look at the other side. There's a little lip on there. So that one's gonna be facing down. And also this lip goes on the inside of these brackets. So you can see that bracket that I was saying goes on the inside and everything is still loose. So I can adjust, so I'm gonna throw in the screws on this one first. Just kidding, for some reason, the instructions is telling me to put in these screws first. It's not telling us to tighten up the two brackets, the long ones and the ones going across. It's actually telling us to throw on these legs, which are heavy as hell. And actually, you would think this is the bottom, but no, that's what's gonna be connected to that. All right, so let's set them down in between. Voila. Now we're gonna go back to our trusty screws. Actually, this one's different, not that one. 2, 4, 6, 8. Just like the instructions said. There's a hole in the front, right there, and then another one right there. So that's what we're gonna aim for. Oh, we gotta lift this one a little bit and start turning. Again, start doing it long ways first. And like I said, we're not gonna go in all the way. Actually, going all the way and then back up a little bit. Continue on with the other ones. So everything's still a little bit loose. Kind of centered it just by kicking right here. I don't know, that's my best guess. Probably not professional. Kind of just looking at that right there. Yep, trying to center that. As you can see, not very centered. It's gonna be close enough. So yeah, I had to keep everything loose because these don't sit exactly flush. So back to instructions. I just realized it even says in the instructions, don't tighten them all the way down, leave them loose, just enough so you can have all the movement on all your pieces. And then that was back in step 2. We go all the way down to, where are we at right now? We are here. We just finished putting on those 2 things on there. We just did that. So now we flip over the page. It's telling me to put on the feet, and then after that we can tighten down all the way down. But I'm gonna skip to number 8, and then I'm gonna go back to number 7 because the feet doesn't really affect this side. That's my professional opinion. Just kidding, my unprofessional opinion. Because after that, it's pretty much it. So let's get to tightening. All right, so I kind of screwed up, just a little bit, not much. I just make it overzealous. I should have tightened these up first, because then that way everything grabs onto that, and then tighten these up, secures it that way. Last but not least, tighten up the ones in the middle. I kind of went in reverse. I did that one, and then that one. So I kind of loosened everything up, left it loosey, and just redid it again, just to make sure everything's secure. There's not stress on whatever part I applied too much pressure on. So now everything should be sitting right. All right, so now I have my leg, and I got my slightly different screws. Basically, those holes are gonna line up to those. Remember, long way first. Till it stops. Since this one isn't really connected to the other one, you can just go ahead and tighten this one down. Little by little, one side for the other. All right, and same thing on the other side. One side, a little bit. Next side, a little bit. And this one, tighten up as much as you can. And this one, yeah, and the hole as much as you can. Yeah, that's good enough. All right, so next thing is just put on the feet. Pretty straightforward, no tools necessary. Just screw them on. Just screw them all the way down. Just the baseline, I guess. It'd be harder to kind of guess the other way around. All right, so next we're gonna unloosen those cables, and I have the control box, I guess, the power cable and the controller. All right, so we're gonna wire it first to see and make sure everything works before we set everything down and tighten everything down. So one side's gonna have one, and the other side's gonna have the other connection. I'm gonna connect both sides. I'm gonna connect the controller thingy, and then the Ethernet cable. And we're just gonna connect that into that slot. Flip it. And then we have our power cable. Anyways, this is the other side of the connector. That. And it's gonna go in there. Alright, so I went ahead and connected the power cable. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna act like this isn't my 5th try. Just kidding. Maybe like my 3rd try. Anyways, let's give this a shot. I mean like recording this, not actually this working. So let's go. Going up? Nope. Going up. Woo! Alright, now let me secure this and all the module stuff to the actual thing, and I can start flipping tables. Alright, so the last step, we're gonna have to screw this little control box to the board, but there's not any set holes. We do have a self-tapping, I guess. No, probably just a regular screw. We're gonna have to put some muscle into it to get it going. There's not any spot for it. It just gives you the freedom wherever you want to put it. So just using my best judgment, I'm gonna throw it right down in the middle. Hope for the best. Thankfully the wood wasn't that hard, so once you get it going, it's not that bad. If it was real wood, it'd be a lot harder. Just gotta push it just to get it going. Once you got it going, it's not bad. Don't want to screw it too hard because this wood, whatever it is not the greatest. So I think it's just gonna keep spinning if I keep trying to tighten it down too much. With the wood it's gone in already, it's a really light box. It's not gonna go anywhere. I don't have to worry about it. Unlike the control box, this one does have some preset holes, so it's a little bit easier. Kind of line up onto the edge, and we can get to a screw. Putting screws in. So same thing with this one. Don't go all the way down. Find the hole. Go, 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 go. All right, as you can see, I'm just gonna try to get it as flush as I can to the edge. About right there. Hold it, and then screw down the top. I can adjust it later if I need to. I think it's good enough for now. All right, finally they gave us this net thingy to hide all the cables. Final touches. Those middle ones I don't think are gonna do much. But anyways, we're done. And all we have to do is flip a table. Yeah, I know. I'm very uneventful. Alright, let's push it up against the wall. Alright. All we gotta do is plug it in. And we are done with our IKEA build. Make sure it goes up. Oh, that's down. Just kidding. Yeah. And there you have it, the IKEA build. Hope you like it. Let's see what else we're gonna build out the next time. Stay tuned for the next vlog, Z vlog. I don't know. We'll see what catches on. Bye. All right, just a quick update. This is how everything came out with the computer and everything on. Don't mind the rat's nest. This is just temporary, I promise. But looking how everything else came out. came out pretty cool. Now I can sit down and work and stand up and work, because sitting down all day hurts my back. Yeah.